I was particularly struck by how this meeting started. Of course, we knew that our theme for this year would be closeness, learning closeness from God, because He is so close to us. And we started already on the first day with the sudden and surprising death right in front of our eyes, in our midst, of Griselda, the Zone Delegate from Argentina. We have the impression that this moment really brought us closer in a special way as brothers and sisters. And this was the attitude, the mutual love, that from that moment marked our meeting and our working together. And this is what I also wish for the future, for our zones, and for the preparation of the next General Assembly.
In der Vorbereitung für die nächste Generalversammlung.
Abbiamo fatto varie meditazioni su brani del Paradiso.
We read various meditations on passages from Paradise. I think the light of this experience in 1949 is important for understanding the various dynamics in our group work. It's challenging to address them, not so much personally, but together, with different mindsets, different interpretations, different cultures. First of all, you have to be open to take on the way of thinking of the other person, which may not always coincide with the way you see things.
Sono stati giorni molto intensi, molto importanti.
These were very intense and very important days. The meeting gave us the opportunity to become close to some people who've suffered very hard, very difficult and very traumatic situations within the Focolare movement. On the one hand, they were very profound moments. On the other, a big examination of conscience about how we, each of us, are close to those who are suffering because of various circumstances. Not at all simple, because understanding the suffering of another, even if not in a complete way, is always a challenge.
È sempre una sfida.
Posso dire in 3 parole?
I can express in 3 words what the meeting was like for me. Conversion, joy, and hope. The experience of Griselda's death put me in the essential, as a strong call for me to live a radical life of the gospel and to pay attention to our relationships. Joy, because like in a family, we face the challenges, the sufferings of the movement.
Le sfide e dolore dell'opera.
Una delle tematiche che abbiamo cercato di approfondire.
One of the topics we tried to explore in one of the workshops was how and where God is calling us. I would like to emphasize above all the methodology we used, because when we started working, we thought of using a group reflection method where everyone could express themselves, where everyone could offer their contribution. I think this is a way of doing things that must continue to be developed within the movement, so that everyone may have the opportunity to express themselves and give their contribution.
Possibilità di esprimersi e di dare il loro contributo.
¿Dónde y cómo Dios nos llama?
Where and how God calls us. Where, I learned that this where is not only a physical space, but also means being close to a need, to a suffering accompanying. A where that also means helping to initiate or deepen processes that encourage the hopes or dreams of others. I've been very struck by the fact that He calls us, He calls me, He calls you, but He also calls us, as bearers of a collective spirituality. I think we have learned, or at least I have, that peace is not just the absence of war, but it should also be built where there are problems of divisions in our societies, in our communities.
En nuestras comunidades, ¿no? En estos días
These days together have been a family experience, of a real, true family. If I had to give this family a name and a surname, I would say Family of Hope. Esperanza, hope in Spanish, was the word that Griselda's mother said to us on the day of her funeral, using a play on words of the name of the home city of Griselda, Esperanza, and the real meaning of this word. I think that during the meeting, this concept came up many, many times. Together in hope, the family of hope.
La familia de la esperanza.